No, man, that's a hard question to answer.
I'm a little torn on whether I'm happy that she kind of waved her off.
I fully expected Althea to get on the helicopter.
I was glad that she waved her off.
I think Al made the right decision in waving off the helicopter.
I think Al should have actually let Isabel land.
I want Isabel and Althea to find each other.
I did not want to see Al and Isabel reunite.
I'm glad that they didn't.
I didn't want them to physically reunite.
Not in any shape or form.
I think that would have ended in disaster for both of them.
Both of them would be in such grave danger.
I think Al may have been worried that the reunion wouldn't go as well as expected.
Isabel might have had to been forced to shoot her.
I think Al very likely would have gotten shot.
Isabel was not alone.
And if the CR got wind of her going AWOL, they might have to come after her.
Isabel would end up getting in a lot of trouble.
Whomever Isabel was traveling with found out that Isabel had once met Al and let her live.
That might mean having to genocide not only Ginny's colony, but all of our friends too.
I think the CRM just wouldn't allow that to happen.
Al would be putting her own life in danger.
It would end badly for every single person that we saw in this episode.
And possibly even Isabel's life.
All that stuff that was going on with the bubonic plague.
Because she did not want to subject Isabel to the bubonic plague.
Al chose Dwight over Isabel.
Al put her relationship with Dwight over what she instinctually wanted to do.
She did the right thing.
Unlike with her brother.
Because she did that, a chain of events of even better and greater things were able to happen.
I think it would have been great to see Isabel again.
I am glad that she waved her off.
I was shocked when she waved her off, but I was happy because I love Althea.
Yes. Yes, she did.
I do believe that Isabel recognized Al's voice.
Oh, yes, I do 100%.
Yes, she 100% knew that it was her.
I don't.
I do think that Al recognized Isabel.
I do think that Isabella recognized Al's voice.
I don't think there's any doubt that Isabel knew Althea's voice.
I definitely think Isabel recognized Al's voice.
I don't think Isabel recognized Al's voice
because Althea took great care not to be recognizable.
She tells her there's cold beer in the supply crates.
She let Althea know this very, very subtly by mentioning the beer.
Isabel could have said anything. She could have mentioned the Cipro. She could have mentioned all the other medicines that were in there. But no, she mentioned the beer.
It was also her purposely leading her to the antibiotics.
Just a little something between the two of them.
Dwight called her, she's the beer lady, and that's a memory that they hold dear together.
Isabel's way of saying, I know who you are.
It sounded like she was talking to a stranger.
Pretty sure she remembered her experience with Al and recognized her voice.
You don't forget voices of people that you care about like that.
There was another part of her brain going, I better not.
It felt like she had a lot more she wanted to say.
She might have been getting a little choked up when she told her to get off the channel.
It sounded like they were speaking in code, so they at least got that.
But given their CMR protocols, it's better for her not to say it's Al.
She knew that she couldn't act like she knew who Al was.
Because she wants Al to be safe, she wants her to be okay. The world goes to shit, everybody's a philosopher.
The world goes to shit and everyone's a philosopher.
The world goes to shit, everyone's a philosopher.
The last time I felt alive was with her.
And I want to feel that again.
Even if that means taking the risk that it's just for a moment.
Then I would still choose that over this.
It's a direct parallel with 505 when Isabel is about to shoot her and she says, because for however long it takes you to pull that trigger, I'll know I chose something other than the story.
Nora says to Al and to Dwight, don't record them like this. No one should remember them this way. Which I found incredibly ironic, right? Because Al is the person who all this time has been capturing life. She's the one collecting the stories of the living and spreading those messages.
Althea told Dwight that I lost a brother already and all I had were tapes of him, and I didn't want that to happen again.
And Al was telling Dwight about her brother. That was that they used to play this little game about the states, that Aaron in The Walking Dead collects number plates from each state as well.
You know it's Morgan Jones. People didn't used to change much before. I mean, that was a dream though, right? Sometimes, but not much. Right?
I feel like I've been 16 different somebodies.
Because I feel like I've been 16 different somebodies since it all ended. I'm gonna find Grace. I'm gonna find the rest of them and I'm gonna bring them here. Just by that time, I'm probably gonna have to do, hell, what I've already done. I'm scared, Rachel.
Scared I'm not the man they once knew.
I'm scared I'm not gonna be the man that they know.
He seemed so tortured as he was saying it.
And man, did it get to me. Oh boy, it really got to me.
And that hit me. It was just such a great line.
I would love to see my children. My children are adults living in 2 different states. I don't have to share anything but a hug with them. I don't need the beer and I don't need the pretzels. I just want a hug.
I'm a hugger, so I would probably give them a huge hug. Appreciate what you have, guys.
Maybe a nice cup of coffee and a blueberry scone.
Said that I wanted to watch Napoleon Dynamite for the last time.
Honestly, just like Dwight said, I would just want to hold them.
I would probably have Dwight's same reaction. Just hold them. Just hold them.
We saw what Dwight wanted to do, and he just wanted to hold Sherry close. And
When you see somebody like that after so long and you didn't know if they were alive or dead, all you want to do is hold them.
I'd want to fight so much harder to stay with them, to keep them alive, to keep us together.
Really much you can say, because in that moment it's just going to be pure joy.
I mean,
When I'm reunited with my Walking Dead family after this pandemic's over, there's not going to be words. It's just going to be hugs and kisses, maybe a shot or 2.
Let's assume that I somehow survived the zombie apocalypse to answer this bonus question. And my wife didn't off herself because that's what she said she'd do in the event of a zombie apocalypse. This is probably mostly due to the fact that I run a podcast about the Walking Dead universe. It's not always her favorite thing for me to do when I could be spending time with her. But let's just say I do run into her. The first thing I would probably say was, I'm glad you're still here. You can see how years of covering the Walking Dead universe has prepared us for this moment. But I made it, and I love you. And I'm not here to necessarily take care of you, but we can take care of each other. Thomas!
I say to them would be, get in the truck, bitch.
Get in the truck, bitch. Bring daylight.